Today we dive into the mind of Kento Nanami, a man whose quiet strength and resilient heart have left an impact on everyone who's come across his story. In a world filled with chaotic curses and endless battles, Nanami stands as a testament to determination and conviction, even when he's seemingly indifferent. But beneath that stoic exterior lies a man burdened by a philosophical dilemma that we too often face. A question that, at its core, asks, what is it all for? Kento Nanami once lived a life familiar to many, a job, stability, and routine. As an office worker, he followed a path that society often considers the norm. Yet every day felt like it chipped away a little more at his soul. For Nanami, his job was an endless cycle of mundanity, a life where he was expected to give everything yet gain nothing in return. He wasn't truly living, he was merely surviving. To Nanami, time became a curse of its own, and in his quiet moments he reflected deeply, asking questions that haunt us all. Is there any purpose in what I'm doing? What does it mean to live in a world where the mundane suffocates our spirit? Nanami's choice to leave his corporate life and return to being a Jujutsu sorcerer wasn't about heroism. It was a search for something real, something that meant more than a paycheck or a promotion. But even as a sorcerer, Nanami's purpose isn't driven by dreams of grandeur or glory. His strength lies in his simple, unassuming reason to make a difference, however small, in a world plagued by suffering. He doesn't fight to be a hero or to prove anything. He fights because he feels at his core that it's simply the right thing to do. His relationship with Yuji is one of the most heartfelt aspects of his journey. Nanami sees the idealism and innocence in Yuji that he himself lost long ago, and rather than discourage it, he respects it, nurturing it in his own quiet way. He teaches Yuji not only how to be a Jujutsu sorcerer, but also how to navigate the darkness with integrity and courage. In his subtle way, Nanami shows us that life doesn't have to be extraordinary to be meaningful. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, he finds purpose in the little things, in the people he protects, the students he mentors, and the principles he stands by. Nanami knows that he may not change the world, but if he can make one life a little better, if he can stand as a shield for even a moment, then that's enough for him. Kento Nanami's philosophy is a profound reminder that sometimes strength isn't about power or victory. It's about resilience. It's about choosing to keep going, even when life feels meaningless, and finding solace in simple acts of kindness and duty. Nanami reminds us that it's okay to feel lost and that purpose doesn't always come in grand, sweeping gestures. Sometimes it's found in the quiet resolve to be there for others, to do what feels right, even if no one else sees it. So the next time life feels like it's weighing you down, remember Nanami's journey. Remember his quiet strength, his relentless spirit, and his resolve to face life's darkest moments with unyielding integrity. Because sometimes that's all we need to keep moving forward. It is a humbling reminder that sometimes our actions won't change the world. They won't fix everything, but they matter to those we can protect, even if we can't protect everyone. Nanami once said that he doesn't believe in the Jujutsu world. Yet his actions show us that deep down, he believes in people. He believes that while he may not change the world, he can leave behind something worthwhile. For Nanami, life is fleeting, fragile, but the lives we touch, even in small ways, are what make it meaningful. In the end, Kento Nanami's story is not just about being a Jujutsu sorcerer or a mentor. It's about finding purpose in a world that often feels overwhelming. His legacy reminds us that sometimes the bravest thing we can do is simply to keep going, to face each day with quiet courage, to protect the people around us, even if it means facing darkness ourselves. Nanami may not have been the loudest or the brightest, but he lived with a rare honesty, a strength that lay not in power but in purpose, and perhaps in that he found his peace.
あとは頼みます。